deep onto that creep for any reason. I mean, for good reason, right? Because a good Zerg player will just jump on you the second you're surrounded by creep. You get a surround, you get some neurals in there, fungals, bad stuff happens, you're dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the games that I've seen are not representative of who he is as a player, but especially in PvZ, I just feel like he is very willing to just kind of sit back and hang back and let somebody else make the mistake.
Okay, so, well, I guess for ZVP that's not really relevant today because we actually have a Zerg free cup. I didn't plan it that way. Just around IEM, it is hard to sometimes get like a full roster, so we actually have a very nice lineup considering that. But
fact.
Here we are in the bottom right-hand side of the map. It's the big man himself. It's Zest.
And in the top left, it is our blue Terran player today. From Bravestar, it is Dream. You know, now that I think about it, I can think of at least a couple PvTs where Zest went Sky Toss. Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was against Cure.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
And I think it was on Thunderbird, maybe?
Maybe
World of Sleepers. It was a large map, and it was like a 35-minute PvT.
Oh, man, I might need to watch that.
Yeah, it was awesome. And again, I just have memories of Zest. Just, you know, kind of hanging around, not being too aggressive. Waiting for the other player to come to their side of the map, and I don't know. We'll see if he's like that today.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. Dream is going to be interesting in this match. Like, I think Zest is the favorite as far as this goes. If you asked me, like, a month ago or a couple of months ago when Dream sort of first started making waves again, I'd have been like, oh yeah, Dream can definitely upset Zest. But Dream's honestly been dropping, like, a fair few series if you look at his Aligalac.
Yes.
So
I definitely noticed that.
As far as like the confidence in him to take down Zest, I think it's going to be tough. And yeah, I'm not sure how exactly he should go about playing it against versus someone who's passive like Zest, or if Zest just does that or plays the Protoss style, in which he basically just shuts down everything the Terran tries to throw at you.
Right. Yeah, I definitely have some options here as Protoss in the PvT matchup these days. And this Reaper control, playing hide and seek with beautiful. The Adept. But yeah, if there's an Adept or a Stalker out, a Reaper can't do very much against a skilled Protoss player. And there's an Adept and a Stalker out, so this Reaper's just going to head back home.
Yeah, the Reaper's
trying not to get killed.
To...
A little bit of a whiff there, but that's hard to time with the KD8 charge. Twilight Council just warping in now from Zest. I would be surprised. There we go. Blink on the way, which does speak to me about being a little bit more aggressive, for sure. If you're going Blink with your first upgrade there, feels to me like kind of a Blink timing. We'll see if he goes for a third base or not. On this map, it can be a little bit tricky to take your third against an aggressive Terran.
Yeah. Now, every time I see this build, I think I have to talk about it, how it's the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
This is just... For someone like Zest, you were just talking about how can play that very like defensive style, shut down everything that's thrown at him, very, very calculating. This is the best build for that for Protoss, in my opinion, because it sets it up. As you said, you can take a third base behind it, and Zest is going to do that.
There we go.
It's very good for defending harassment, which someone like Dream could definitely throw at you. And so it's just an amazing, amazing macro opener for Protoss, and it can just look incredibly broken if it's a Protoss player like Zest who's on point, as he's just going to be ready for any harassment that comes his way, really.
Yeah, Blink Stalkers are fantastic at picking off Medivacs, Banshees, I mean, Widowmines, whatever the heck Dream can throw at him at this stage, but it's not going to be a Widowmine drop, and there's a Raven in production here for Dream.
This will actually be a bit of a stim timing, I guess, in a sense. Dream going up to a quick 3 racks play here with the Raven, so that could open some potential for some aggression. But if it doesn't, Zest's economy after getting, I believe that was about a 4-minute third base, is just going to be soaring. So Dream will need to get some damage done here, opening 3 racks against this build. And oh, look at this. Zest just scouts out the main base. He sees the stim pack. He probably saw the Raven there too, and that basically just says, lets him know that he needs to be worried about this kind of push, and from there on, it's just the defensive game.
Yeah, from there on, it's just let's make units, let's make a few more probes here, but make sure we didn't die to this push. Throw up 6 gateways at a time. Make sure we're starting on charge.
Holy gateways.
Yeah, 3 base Protoss. That's a lot of production power.
Yeah, and this is all going to be coming online at a beautiful time for Zest. He's got charge about halfway done. He's chrono boosting it out because he's going to be relying mainly on charge lots to be his muscle to defend this attack. So Dream has got, like, if Dream's going to push, he's got to do it sooner rather than later, I feel, because once Zest gets like 1 or 2 big warpins off of Zealots off 8 gates, like, he will just simply outproduce the Terran, no matter how much the Terran kites these potential charge lots.
I'm actually shocked Dream hasn't attacked or taken a third yet. 6 minutes is late.
Yeah, it is very late. I wholly agree with you right now. He's firing up some more Marauders. He's getting out Medivacs now and Combat Shield, but like, Zest has had ample time to get ready for this. He's got 2 Immortals out. He's got Sentries with lots of energy for Guardian Shield to make his units more tanky. He's also getting out a Warp Prism now, which is surely going to warp in a Zealot counterattack. So there's a chance Dream's just going to push out here. Zest is going to go in for a counterattack while also holding the attack on the front, and Dream is just going to die.
That's sure what it looks like, LaughNgamez. We've got Chicken in chat saying, I bless the rains down in Afreeca. Thank you, Chicken, for showing up. Glad to see that you're here.
All right, 1 dead Marauder already to start. Zest trying to hamper this push as much as possible. Dream's going to be looking to come on in, and this isn't just an easy push to hold for Zest, but he's already got so many Zealots. Army supplies actually in his favor. He's got Immortals and Sentries, and every second that he buys for defense here is going to make this better and better for him. Just warping after warping should be coming in.
Yeah, Zest is trying not to be supply blocked, as he is supply blocked right now. That slows him down just a little bit.
Yeah,
Nice
that's actually a bit of a nasty
there.
supply block, but he says, all right, I'll take a fight. That's one way to free up some supply, but oh, he actually moves in there. And this engagement is looking a bit sour for Zest as both of his Immortals get picked off. He's warping in more and more Zealots to aid his army. The Widow Mines have already fired their shots, so it looks like he will get a cleanup.
Yeah, he's fine. Auto turret harass a little bit annoying, but with a shield battery, not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. But yeah, the charge lots are fast, even when they're not actively charging. And Dream is trying to take out their base now, but it is just late.
Yeah, that is a very late 3rd base. Now, it's not all hopeless for Dream, because one thing that I'd like to point out is that there hasn't been a single forge out yet for Zest. There hasn't been a Robo Bay, and Zest also grabs that Raven there, which is nice for him. But Zest is just fighting with this basically just gateway unit composition without even any upgrades. So it's not all hopeless for Dream here, but Zest has done very nicely holding off this attack already.
Charging up here, Dream going up a ramp, not something I recommend in really any situation in Starcraft, is up a ramp that is being defended especially. Nice blink. Blinking away from those Widowmine shots is not easy. Zest with a counterattack on the other side. Looks like some
oh man, there we
problems.
go. 8 Zealots are not easy to clean up, and this is just going to put Dream into a world of hurt. He's actually going to fall back to try and deal with this push, but that's basically just giving Zest free damage while he can just even push back on this side of the map. This is just not going well for Dream. We take a look at the army supply.
Yeah, I was just going to say 96 to 49.
Oh, Medivac's getting sniped off. Oh, that was just a slaughter. Oh, gosh.
So brutal.
Oh, Dream.
Yeah. But I mean, the problem is that we saw it coming. Like, he needed to attack on 2 bases or take a 3rd base, and he just never did.
Uh-huh. Like,
Army value, Zest had the bigger army, and he had more workers active the entire game. You just can't win a PvP in that situation.
yeah, that was a really odd build choice from Dream, particularly on a map as large as Nightshade, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that is like a very good defensive map for Protoss. For Zest to go for that kind of build, like, a 3cc play would have been much more appropriate, or say, like something more aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Something faster off of the 2 bases. Even a Widowmine drop opening would have probably done a little bit better than whatever that was.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean, that said, the blink upgrade was early, so it'd be hard to pull that off. I mean, Zest has dealt with Widowmine drops 1,000 times in the last 6 months, so He knows.
Yeah, you still sometimes, like, you either gotta try and make something happen, or just not go for the aggression. But that was just a slaughter. That was like textbook play for Protoss, just to shut down a Terran. How many times have we seen something like that happen?
73 is the answer.
73. Probably in
I've been
Afreeca
counting.
world alone.
Yep.
Okay. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in. Of course, this is the first best of 5 of the day between Dream and Zest. After this, we'll have another TvP, Hero and Bomber, which is going to be, man, that's a throwback right there.
Yeah, that's going to be good. 2 players with incredible resumes, both of them recently returned from military service. Should be incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch both those guys play. I actually haven't seen one of Hero's games since he came back, so I'm going to be very, very looking forward to that. But
Yeah.
in this match now, in the top right-hand side of the map, he's Zest.
And in the bottom left, it's got to be more aggressive this time, I think. It is Dream.
Yeah, I fully agree he's got to be more aggressive. Like, I think that that some Terrans can macro in TvP much, much more capable than they could in the past. But thanks, I'd say, mainly to the EMP buff.
Right.
And to the Tempest nerf. But I don't know if Dream's got the stuff to do that against someone like Zest. Like, go for, like, a true 3cc play or something.
Yeah, I agree. Zest is just, he's too on the nose. His upgrade timings are great. His expansion timings are perfect.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what he wants to do, and he executes it perfectly, especially if he's being left entirely alone, as he was in that last game.
Yeah, and on the note of you mentioning the expansion timing, like, just how everything's on point with the timings, like, Zest is known for taking those super quick third bases.
Yes.
It's pretty much what Zest does. He's been doing it since, like, 2015, since Legacy of the Void pretty much came out. He won, like, the first GSL or something in Legacy of the Void, and had a lot of great TvPs, basically just off the back of going for a super quick third base that couldn't be effectively punished. Because Terrans were like, oh, a super quick third base, I can punish that. And then the Terrans would overcommit, not actually get enough damage done, and then Zest would just be laughing all the way to the bank.
And it works. I mean, it's kind of like the Serral style of ZD anything. Just defensively, expanding a bunch, knowing your timings, doing what you need to do, shutting down any attempt to slow you down.
Yeah, defensive is the best way to play StarCraft 2, in my opinion anyway.
Maybe not for Terran.
Yeah,
They
not
really
for... Well,
to play.
Correction, if you have the option to play defensive, like the superior late game, you always should do it.
Yes.
You always should do it. Like, if you're a Zerg, say before the Infestor nerf, it was a shoo-in. Always just get up to Infestors and stuff in ZVP. ZVT, just if your opponent's playing Bio, just power up. Protoss. PVT, it's been pretty good historically. It's actually been pretty amazing historically for Protoss to stay up to the late game. I wouldn't say it's as great now due to the new EMP and due to the Tempest nerf, but it's still pretty fine for Protoss to go into the late game and play the defensive style.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely agree. So Zest is once again opening up a blink, as we can see here. Again, just so great at shutting down anything attempted. It looks more close to a Widowmine drop opening here from Dream, as the Widowmine's already in production.
Yeah.
And the Starport is just about to finish construction here, too.
Yeah, I don't mind that on this map at all, but look at that. We're going to be seeing like a 3.5 minute third base, or around a 4 minute third base, once again from Zest. This is what he does. It's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it's late Zerg timing, but it's a Zerg timing. Zerg wants to get that third base out around 2.5 minutes, but 3.5 is pretty.
Yeah, you aren't doing too bad if you got yourself a 3.5 minute third base. As a Protoss, it's just amazing, and it's just how refined this build is that Protoss players can go for such a third like this and then just play from there. And this is one of the things that Zest is best at, I'd say. Just executing this build in particular.
Incredibly comfortable, no question. By the way, we do have a Matcherino today. There's a link up top in the chat. You can go make a direct contribution there. There are rewards for different contribution levels. And what you can do different, they're called quests as well, right? You go retweet a couple Twitter accounts, maybe follow a YouTube channel, and you can toss extra money into this prize pool. help convince players that are here today to come back and do future Afreeca events and make them happy.
Ooh, boop, boop, boop. Dream with the bait.
Oh, look at that.
One goes off. It only gets 3.
Could have been worse.
Oh, this other one burrows. At least gets a stalker. So, not a blunder on the Widowmine drop. 4 probes and a stalker for 3 Widowmines. This other mine's actually trying to escape, but I think it's not going to happen.
No, stalkers have 4 legs. I mean, so do the Widowmines, but those are shorter
They're
legs.
much, much shorter legs. Like, it's like 2 Widowmine legs to the 1 stalker leg or so.
Yeah,
maybe like
about
2.5.
Your math is on board. Reaper trying to get stuff done before he's obsolete. He's toast.
Yeah,
So, yeah, 3 basing Protoss versus 2 basing Terran. I mean,
yeah, I don't
army
know.
supply is bigger for the Terran, but they're on this side of the map, and Zest is totally fine with that.
I like it more than on Nightshade. That's for sure. Or
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's Nightshade, right? Or
Is that what we were just
Nightmare?
on?
Yeah.
No, Shade. Yeah.
Okay, Nightshade, right? I actually, fun fact, I actually had a pet rooster called Nightshade at one point.
That's a good name for a rooster. Kind of like it.
Yeah. He was a big jerk.
Nightshade. I've heard most roosters are, though.
Yeah, it's kind of in their nature. You can't really fault a rooster.
No, it's just who they are. Some people are like that. Anyways, that's just throwing down his patented 6 gateways at 6 minutes build.
Oh, yeah. That's actually just... That's how you play this build. It's like a third base before 4 minutes, 6 gates before 6 minutes.
That is pretty hot stuff.
I'm going to remember those timings for when I play Protoss.
Yeah, you should write them down. Just be like Zest. That's all it is.
Yes, just be like Zest.
Just play like Zest.
Now,
charge on the way, getting +1 attack. I don't know that Zest got +1 attack in the last game. I looked at the
he did
upgrades.
not. That
like
is a noticeable difference. And he's also throwing down shield batteries this time to defend. So playing it a little bit different here. I guess this map's a lot less open, so just the mass zealot swarm style is probably not as effective. Where's that medivac drop? There it is. So Dream is trying to hit from multiple angles this match.
Yes.
Going to be going into the main base, going to be going into the natural with drops. We'll see if this is going to lead to anything good for the Terran player, as Zest was worried about that front attack. Dream quickly nopes on out of there, though, when those stalkers get in. Zest is just on point. Look at this. Perfect defense.
Yep. Yep. This is something that a lower level player is not going to do because their army's on F2 and it's everywhere, but the better players split up their army to deal with multiple threats. And that's what Zest is doing right here.
And this is super frustrating if you're a Terran player. You're like, why can't I get anything done versus you, versus this build? As it's just disheartening almost for Zest, or for Dream, pardon me, because both of his drops didn't even get onto the ground.
They did not.
He couldn't go for a frontal attack because Zest had that covered. Upgrade-wise, the players are equal now. And I'm not writing Dream off yet because the supply is very close at this point, so he definitely could take a good fight. The Stalkers are kind of split up a little bit, so there's potential here for Dream to make a good fight happen, but as all these charge lots come in, he's just going to get pushed away.
Yeah, he knows better than to attack up that ramp. Doesn't often go well for people who do that in StarCraft in general. Templar Archives coming up, and that is a Ghost Academy on the other side here.
I do love the modern Ghosts, and Dream has gone 3 CC this game, so he's actually ahead by workers. It's just 1 worker, but he is ahead on workers. He's got himself a much better economy than the last game, a much better opening in a sense, and the fact that he's going for Ghosts, I actually love the use of Ghosts against like the mass gateway style. Like, the fact that Zest isn't making any Colossus, which are the only thing that Ghosts really are kind of lackluster against, is very, very good for Dream.
Storm about 50% complete here, +1 armor for the gateway units, finishing up for Zest too. And yeah, Dream catching up. He's got that 3rd base. His armor supply is better than the Protoss right now. He has a better economy because of mules, especially right now. If you look at that minerals per second income, or per minute income rather, it is substantially ahead. And trying to get a 4th base down, Marine is on top of it. Can't shut it down, but having that intel early is nice.
But I would like to point out, this 4th base is actually much later than Zest usually likes to take them, for how passive he's been. Like, Dream's already got his own 4th base on the way as well. So that goes to show that the Protoss, who usually takes the quicker 4th base, is not behind, but a little bit worried, playing it rather safe. And this could lead to a potential opening for Dream.
Oh, I was going to say, this is a much different game compared to game 1 here. I mean, Dream is in a fantastic position economically. Army supply has got the enhanced shockwave upgrade is done.
Templar in the prism.
There's a nice EMP.
Oh, even Vikings brought along to zone out the prism. Wow, I did not see that coming. But good use of Psystorm does force Dream back, and that has allowed Zest to take a pretty good engagement, making him split up his army to avoid the Psystorm. And this is actually a little bit worrisome.
The drop at the 3rd base. He waited. Try to make something happen. I'm not sure if any
Zest was on point. However, there's one at the natural. Oh, the High Templar, though, to shut that down. Does repel those Marines. So Dream's trying to make something happen here. He's still up on supply by a fair bit. He's up on upgrades for the time being. He's already getting up his 4th base. He's not in a bad spot at all.
Yeah, I mean, his attack didn't do a whole lot, but he definitely kept Zest on his back foot there. It allowed him to get his 4th base up and running. Didn't have to worry about a Zealot counterattack or anything. Whoa. It is a Robotics Bay on the way from Zest.
There is 3 Robos on the way for Zest. How many times do you see 4 Robos in one screen?
Not many.
I don't know if I've ever seen that many. Maybe like a Haas game or something.
Does this... I mean... I don't think he needs that many disruptors. Is this going to be Colossus?
I guess so. Maybe?
I know, right?
That is a lot of Robos. Like, holy Robos. I mean, think about it.
As long as there's no answer to Colossus.
That's very true. Like, Colossus, it's always good to have 1 or 2, but if your Terran opponent isn't prepared for them, and you suddenly come
Colossus
in with,
like, ruin your day.
Yeah, they can. Let's take a look. Zest moving out, however. Dream got himself a pretty good angle there. Repels the Protoss forces. Now pushing in towards the 4th base. He's got to be careful not to get sandwiched. Zest comes from behind. High Templar get EMP'd as they land, though. Beautiful move by Dream, landing those critical EMPs.
The EMPs are everywhere. Really nice Ghost Controller out of
Yeah.
Dropping the main base of Zest while this army is getting chased off.
There we go. A nice move from Dream once again. I mean, Zest is still actually managing to repel the main attack. Supply, though, does remain in Dream's favor. He's already got up a 5th base. He's just keeping Zest down by pressuring him so much and trading out pretty decently.
Yeah, I gotta say, Dream's drops have got a bit more done than I would expect them to. 6 probes have gone down recently. Dream has a fairly substantial worker lead right now. His army supply big. He's taken a 5th base on the low ground, while Zest does not have a 5th base in production at all right now.
No, he doesn't. I honestly thought that Dream would kind of be scared to play this style against Zest, but he's actually just kept Zest down so much. He's kept pressuring him so much that he's actually just had free reign on his macro, and as a result has a great economy. Look at that production tab, more Ghost Academies on the way, so we could be seeing nukes. Planetary's getting up 3/3 upgrades. We are now seeing the mass disruptors come out of Zest, so that'll be something Dream will have to worry about a little bit.
Oh, mass disruptor. Interesting.
I mean, it's never bad to have a disruptor, is it?
No, but I don't know that you need, like, 6 disruptors.
Yeah, 3 though, which he made, I think is a pretty good amount. And right now the Protoss army just isn't looking that formidable compared to what Dream has. Disruptors are trying to come from the side, but Dream intercepts that. He also sees the other one. He focuses down one. He gets the second. Dream just annihilating Zest's army here, taking the bite out of it. Zealots are being warped in, but that's not going to be enough.
Ooh, that's GG.
Wow,
the Vikings
Dream
landing.
He ties it up.
And Dream looking much better in game number 2 there. Fantastic
Wow.
play.
What a match.
I mean, what I really think it came down to was he absolutely target fired those disruptors into the ground. No hits at all. No explosions. Not even misses. He killed them before the Nova could explode. A couple times there, killing the one down below that tried to make something happen. The storms were there, but not enough. And yeah, I mean, that was Zest going for the disruptor tech, getting absolutely nothing done with it. Complete loss on that investment. And then the 3/3 Terran player shows up. Good micro, landing the Vikings for extra damage versus mechanical, and he gets the win.
Beautifully done by the Protoss or by the Terran player. Like, wow, what a match from Dream. Like, Zest did never really harass Dream, and Dream just kept pressuring Zest till he eventually won.
Yeah, Zest never got anything done on the other side of the map, did he? That's crazy.
Nothing at all, really. Like, literally nothing.
Yeah, it makes me wonder why he didn't try maybe a bit of a zealot run by somewhere, but... I mean, it's not like he was under attack the entire time. Hard to say.
Make sure to check out that match, Reno. I will link it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't, use that code AW53, easy as pie, and it helps give free money to the players, so it's definitely something worth checking out. Here we are into match number 3, though, in the top left-hand side of the map. He's Dream.
And in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the pink Protoss player, Zest. Some alliteration for you today.
Dream on Brave Star Gaming, by the way, and Zest on Raise Your Edge, I want to say that acronym's for.
To Liquipedia.
Both Chinese teams, I want to say, which is great. I'm sure these guys are getting good dollars on those teams, that's for sure.
It is Raise Your Edge Gaming. He is on the team with Petit Drogo and Bly.
Oh, wow. That's a cool team.
I thought so.
That's a well-rounded team right there.
It is.
You got, like, the wild card, like Bly. Then you got
Petit Drogo, steady,
yeah.
solid, Protoss.
He's a good thinker.
Yeah.
And then you got Zest, who's just the best.
The best. There's got to be a best on the team, and it's Zest.
Yep.
All right, so maybe Zest is a little woken up. Maybe he thought after game 1 it'd be an easy series. But
yeah,
no, sir.
I honestly thought it would be after game 1. After that bop.
Dream just patient, didn't really drop in situations that were bad for him, waited for the army to move out of position, and then went in, got stuff done. Just picked at the edges of Zest, continued harassing, and again, just handled those disruptors about as well as you can possibly handle disruptor attack from your Protoss opponent. You can't do better than that.
No, that was perfect. Like, he sectioned off a few units, anticipating the disruptors. I didn't even know if he saw them beforehand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he scanned. It wouldn't be impossible, but...
Yeah, that was just really good. There is things Zest could have done better in that game, like the disruptors themselves were very late. So Dream really only had to deal with them in that one fight. And then just Zest really just got hampered a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this next match is going to go. The Reaper once again going to do that dance around the Nexus.
I love that he's bothering to get shots off on the Nexus. Like, it matters at all. Pro tip, it does not matter at all. I mean, at least on a hatchery, you're kind of wounding it for maybe later, but those shields will be back on that Nexus
yeah, they
in
regen
4
quick.
seconds.
And when they're chronoed, they regen even quicker. Fun fact.
So we'll come back to that in about 30 seconds, and we're back up to full shields, no problem. Anyway, Widowmine production again. Starport production again. Looks like, hey, I opened Widowmine, dropped the first game, got some damage done, took out a Stalker and some SC or some probes. Let's go for that again.
Yep.
Might as well. There's a reason it's extremely common.
Dream going for a bunker at the front, by the way, which is just do it if you're a Terran. It's always worth it.
Yeah, don't see why not. Can't really complain too much.
Yeah, same build coming out of Zest, though. He likes this build for his PvT. He likes his early thirds.
Oh, Reaper gets taken down.
The time
Yeah,
is...
I mean, I don't see why not. There's really not much a two-basing Terran can do against it. I mean, sure, if Dream went for some kind of a one-base attack, a third base would be suicide, but as it stands, he's fine. Dream went for the more standard expansion. Everything's cool.
Ooh.
Zest can feel safe.
Third CC from Dream. He's a little bit more confident in his macro after that. Oh, look at this from Zest, though. Oh my gosh.
He's waiting.
That vision anticipating this drop. Oh my god, Zest. You are the best, aren't you?
Do you think he knows it rhymes with best in English and that's why he chose it? Look at that
Yeah.
Widow Mine. Forced to burrow here. He doesn't want to burrow here. That's a stupid place to burrow.
I mean, it's kind of blocking the ramp a little bit if Zest's
Yeah.
careless. But yeah, the cat's out of the bag on this one.
He's going for it anyway. And you know what? There's a tiny window maybe to get in there.
No blink just yet. So
burrow. Oh, they both burrow in. Very nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so 3 probes again. And he gets away with one of his Widow Mines, it looks like.
oh,
Is he trying
this
to
one
hide
also
it?
got a shot off. Looks like it killed a stalker.
Not bad, not bad. Okay,
Medivac
so we're
gets
kind of
out as well, which is very important.
seeing a bit of a repeat from game number 2 here. Dream's got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah. A siege tank is on the way this time, though. Quick 1-1 upgrades behind the 3rd CC. So, I get the feeling that this is going to be Dream building up to like a big siege tank push. Just like, just keep churning out these siege tanks from this point on, and then eventually push out with them. That would be something that I'd enjoy seeing. As siege tank pushes, I think, can be pretty strong. Because in a roundabout way, they just kind of counter everything. Like, they're not bad against Colossus. They're not amazing against charge lots, but they can force the Protoss into bad engagements.
Yeah, I was going to say charge lots. Zealots have always been the enemy of tanks all the way
Yes.
back to 1998.
Fast things are good against tanks.
Fast melee things are great against tanks. Yeah. So the Stalkers are just here trying to see, is Dream going to push out, or is this more of a secure base kind of a thing?
Yeah, Zest
definitely,
doesn't... Oh, Zest did actually scout the 3rd base, pardon me.
Yeah, so securing the 3rd base, he's going to try to harass it, but that's a lot of Marines.
I actually
This
find
does not
it
bode well.
a little curious that Zest scouted the 3rd base, and he's actually just going for charge. He's not thrown up any forges yet, no Robo Bay or anything like that, because he knows that he doesn't, that to win this game, he doesn't just have to defend versus a 2-base timing. He's actually going to have to get a little bit more than that, whether it be some harassment or something along those lines. So there we go. Now we're seeing the Templar tech on the way. Oh, this Medivac must have been sniffed out.
Oh, Stalkers are so... Oh my gosh, how? Oh, all right, that hurts.
And that is why you just don't bother dropping as a Terran.
Just stay home.
Yep.
Keep
Stay
your
home.
Medivacs
It's
with
safe
your
there.
army.
Become a shut-in.
Yep. Once you're maxed out, then move out and keep your army close to your Medivacs.
Yes.
Keep them alive. Yeah, Zest looks like he's pushing out for a 4th Nexus now at the 6 o'clock position.
Yeah, he could actually be going a bit aggressive. Zest has this bit of a killer's instinct, and sometimes it backfires, but this is going to be looking like a nasty attack that he's cooked up here.
Yeah, about a 20 army supply lead here. If you jump on that tank, oh yeah. Tank down. High ground tank can really only do
the
so
Widow
much
Mines
here.
get alright shots off.
Pretty
The
good
SCVs
split.
could be in trouble, though.
Going after some of these supply depots, trying to supply block Dream. Going to be hard to do as he has a lot of available supply, but that 3rd base
Oh,
is
no.
lifted
Oh.
off. Nice evacuation on those SCVs.
The
Well
force
played by
field to
Dream.
try and trap them, then the Medivacs to save them. Beautiful play on both ends.
Fantastic. So 3rd base effectively done right now. Dream is a 2-basing Terran, not where
Yeah.
he wants to be at 8 minutes.
It is not mining at all, but I want to point out something. Look at the upgrades. Zest hasn't thrown down a forge yet, and Dream's halfway to 2-2.
He certainly is. That does not bode well for future engagements here from Zest.
What is this,
But if you just
opposite
have more
day?
stuff. I mean, the forges are on their way now, but yeah, it's not great. Where'd that warp prism go? I'm expecting it to go into the main
the
base of Dream
north?
here, but... Oh, there it is.
There's the one
It's
siege
going for
tank.
it.
Zest liking to be aggressive here. And
Yeah,
with this
there's
counterattack, all of a sudden,
Okay, this is everyone's least favorite thing in all of StarCraft.
yes it is. Well, Protoss seem to be quite alright with it.
Are they okay with getting 12 charge lots warped in their base?
Well, they're okay doing the warping in, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Dream's kind of just getting nickeled and dimed here. Like,
He is.
no definitive killing blow has been getting dealt to him, but again and again, Zest is getting nice damage done. And oh, look
Hey,
at this.
disruptors.
Triple disruptor. He's like, oh, you're probably making ghosts to counter my mass gateway units. How about 3 disruptors, which are not countered by ghosts? there's still going to be the very nice upgrade lead for Dream. Just the constant threat of counterattacks, though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Zest trying to catch up in the upgrade game, but he's just getting his 1-1 halfway complete here. Dreams 2-2 has been done for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be surprised to see 3-3 started. Obviously, Ghost production in there. Enhanced Shockwaves completing now.
Yeah, I don't know if Dream plans on living long enough for 3-3, though. He may just be thinking of going for it. Lack of a fourth base. Making the Ghosts, making units non-stop. I think this is pretty much going to be a Hail Mary for Dream. And we're going to see if he's just going to die to a counterattack or not. Zest has already warped in like 10 Zealots to hit the third base, but it doesn't matter because the SCVs are coming too. All the boys.
It's the train, boys.
All aboard. Disruptor's moving out. Oh, the SCVs, no!
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was pretty good.
Beautiful split from
really nice split.
Dream. Oh, there's one Disruptor! Okay, good split though. Oh my gosh, is Dream gonna win this game just like this? No.
I don't know. Why would you go Disruptors again? Zest does have a really nice counterattack going on the other side of the map right now. Third base for Dream is done.
Yeah,
Dream is natural base too.
He just needs to keep muling, keep mining whatever he can. Keep dodging Disruptors. Oh, that's a nice hit there.
Storm's gonna be denied though. I don't think there's any saving that. Nope. Denied.
Okay,
Stalker's trying to fight, trying to micro as well as they can here. Marauders with an SCV meat shield. Natural base for Zest end up exploding, pulling back into the safety of the main. His third base is done. His fourth base is relatively untouched, which is really nice for Zest.
Mm-hmm. Now, the concern for Zest right now is his production. He's frantically throwing up 4 gateways, but in classic Zest fashion, in a chaotic situation, he is up to over 1,000 minerals here that he cannot spend at the minute.
Yeah, the warp gates are going to finish fairly quickly, but when you're waiting for them, it can feel like an eternity.
Okay, Zest is looking for a big surround. Zealots coming from behind. SCVs and probes fighting out. Widowmine's going off. EMP's landing. I think Zest is going to clean this up, though.
Yeah, I think Zest has this. Economically, he's way up. Army supply is not too bad for him either. The Marauders are fairly invulnerable at the top of this ramp, though. They've got the 2-2. They're mean versus these Stalkers.
They're
trying to come
massacring the Stalkers with the upgrade lead.
Oh my gosh, these Marauders. And then some charge lots coming, and that's going to force at least a pickup and a retreat. But the Dream has 16 workers remaining.
Oh, the High Templar killed the Marauder.
And the feedback snipe on that retreating medevac.
Okay, now Army supply is still up for Dream. He's even got a Ghost still. There's no AoE here for Zest. And Dream still has the upgrade lead.
10 more Zealots on the way, though.
Oh, Dream used his EMP on the shield battery, not on the big clump of Zealots. That's not what you want.
Good positioning, though. Making sure you can't be surrounded. Can't be surrounded by the Protoss. Always nice.
Oh, man, this is a tense situation.
This is... Dream is not replacing his economy at all.
He did get +3, though. So he's up.
Yeah, +3 attack.
So many upgrades.
All of the upgrades.
Yeah. He's got the Ghost 2 to EMP, which is just nuts. Is Zest gonna counterattack?
Never base race the Terran is what they always say.
Yeah, not at this stage of the game. Let's take a look. Zest is just fighting with part of his army right now. EMP's going off, but it does look like the sheer numbers game is actually going to benefit Zest. Dream's going to try and hold on, but Medivacs are getting sniped. He's going to lose the majority of his units, and he just doesn't have the supply to compete anymore, it would seem.
Nor the economy in any stretch.
Yeah.
His income is about, well, it's close to actually what Zest is rolling with right now, despite the disparity in workers.
Mules are good. But the Medivacs are trapped, and the Medivacs actually represented a lot of supply here for Dream.
Where'd they go? Oh, way bottom left.
Yeah, they're just hoping.
So Zest is going Colossus, which I actually approve of in this situation.
Yeah, what a nutty match. But I think Zest, it's just a matter of time till he takes this game, pretty much. Mules are good, but they will not carry him forward for this long. Once Zest gets this base up, he's going to be sitting pretty with a much, much better economy.
Did Dream lose his third?
He still has it.
Why did he lift it? Was it being bothered?
He didn't have enough SCVs to mine from it, so I guess just for safety.
It's a good mule location, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
Safety it is.
Round 2, or whatever round this is. There's been a lot of big fights this game, but Dream's going to move across the map once more with a rebuilt army. He's got ghosts, he's got marauders. However, this time, Zest is packing heat in the form of Colossus.
And there just aren't enough marauders. There are no Vikings to handle this at all. EMPs can help just because EMPs can help against anything Protoss, but
Yeah.
come on in here, says Zest. The water's great.
It's a trap. And there's the Zealot counterattack, and this is why Dream did not take his third base. Because there's always a Zealot counterattack. I mean, the upgrades are still there. Like, the Colossus aren't going to deal as much damage, and Dream's bio is going to put out so much power. Like, there's a chance here.
There is. The upgrades are
the
massively important. Another medevac down. Aki used the Maturino code. Thank you so much, Aki.
What a god.
Dream just kind of sharking around. Not really willing to commit. Trying to take bites out of Zest's army here. Lands his third base. A little bit safer now. He's putting pressure on for sure.
Is this game going to normalize a bit?
I mean, a little bit. And as I always say, Terran is not dead until they're dead. Dream was down to like 15 SCVs. He's fine, honestly, at this point. He's okay. He's on 3 bases. He's got 30 SCVs now. He's working on Viking production to deal with the Colossus.
Yeah, we'll see if Zest is going to counterattack. He's got 4 Colossus. He's making 2 Immortals and getting a Templar Archives up behind this. But sometimes Zest gets a little trigger happy. If he moves in, that could be a good opportunity for Dream to maybe capitalize on.
Zealots, again, being incredibly annoying, as they're good at doing. The code host is AW53. You're not seeing your messages, host? I'm seeing them.
Oh, yep, you're coming through loud and clear.
There's your Maturino code. Link a little bit further up in the chat and at the top there in that permanent post. Whatever it's called. Sticky, maybe.
Yeah, the link should be in that sticky. The code actually isn't in the sticky. I will update that after.
Righto. I can't believe what Dream is doing, man.
Yeah, just building up. He's making Vikings because that's all he can afford. He's like, I got enough bile. Let's make some Vikings. The problem is Zest is playing this out incredibly wise. He is getting up his 2/2 upgrades. He's making Immortals.
Hooray.
And Dream, I want to say there's a chance, but it's going to be a tough one. If Zest attacks in and completely blunders the attack, it's going to be a bigger chance.
All right.
Oh,
nice
wow.
EMPs and a couple Stalkers die instantly.
Those
Again,
Stalkers
these just 3 attack.
got massacred. However, the Colossus now with their +2 attack are going to be doing very well for themselves.
Stalkers.
Okay, you know there's an observer. You know there's an observer. Your Widow Mine just got sniped.
Also, Zest knows exactly how far he can come before he has to blink out. Like, he has taken some EMPs in the face, but shields come back.
This is a very frustrating thing for Terran to deal with.
That Colossus, or the Viking count, is actually kind of nuts.
It's getting pretty good. And with the Ghosts to remove the potential Templar, it's really all on the one Disruptor that Zest has.
There's more Zealot harassment in the Natural Ace of Dream.
But he doesn't have any workers left to kill. Why bother?
Sure doesn't.
No, Zest is playing a very good match here, just being incredibly patient, incredibly annoying with his stalkers too. Dream's like, he's got to be running on tilt right now.
I wish I had fungal.
Yes, or a siege tank.
Oh yeah, a tank would be really useful there.
And look at this, Zest is the one who's trying to bait Dream into the bad fight. The Observer's dead!
Hooray, you got it!
Alright, Zest is saying, let's go. He's already picking off lots of units. There is a big attack at the natural.
Yeah, that's kind of pulling Dream in two positions here. Not allowing him to take a at all, by the way. Which, if you've been on 3 bases and you're at the 20-minute mark of a match, you're not really in a great place.
No, you're having yourself a bad time.
Nice dodge of that EMP, though. That was great.
How long do you think till Dream gets frustrated and just goes for it?
Give him 34 seconds.
34 seconds. Let's start the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Because it's going to happen soon. No Terran likes to be in this situation. You're like, I will just get nickeled and dimed till eternity as waves and waves of Zealots show up at my natural.
He repaired his Ghost Academy.
He did.
Do Terran repair things? That was great. I looked at that it was burning, and I was like, well, that's going to die. Nobody repairs. Terran never repairs anything. Dream does. Dream repairs.
Alright, there's a big Zealot warping. The Vikings and Dream's army are split a little bit, but he finally figured out he could go down south.
Now the Disruptors are in the annoying position where they can kind of hang back and just...
Oh, this is a good angle for Dream here. Let's go!
It is. Getting some free shots off on those Colossus. One does go down very easily.
2 down. The EMP's hitting pretty much the entirety of the Protoss army. All the Colossus are going to fall. The Vikings should be landing.
The EMPs are great, but there are so many Zealots in the front still.
Yeah, if the Vikings landed at the back, that maybe could have changed it. But there's like 7 Immortals on the ground. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just too much Protoss. 75 to 40 total supply. Dream still doesn't have a 4th base. He's at 17 workers again. What feels like for the 3rd time today, he's down that low.
Yeah, there ain't coming back from this one.
No, too many Immortals. I mean,
GG.
Immortals versus Vikings. Yeah.
GG.
It is. What's up, Decaps86? Welcome to the stream. He says, finally, you're starting at a time I can watch you. Yeah, there's really not a time we can start where everybody can watch, unfortunately. So we just jump around from time to time. But glad you can make it to this stream and this event. It promises to be a great one. So far, fantastic first series between Dream and Zest. Really good stuff.
Let me just update that streamer notice.
Yeah, I honestly thought once Zest lost all of his Colossus, he was going to be in a bad way, but there was just enough left there for the Protoss, especially with the Immortals and the Zealots, that just the Terran army could not withstand it. Economically, couldn't really take the losses he was taking and remax or anything, so GG. Zest goes up 2-1 in this best of 5. Our second best of 5 is going to be between Bomber and Hero, which is going to be a ton of fun. So excited to see Hero back from his military service. Happy to see him back competing at this level. So our game number 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4 is going to be on Simulacrum, which I think I pronounced correctly. I struggle with this a lot. Is that how it is? Is that how you understand it to be pronounced?
I don't know.
Simulacrum.
I just avoid
the
saying
emphasis
the
is on the
maps.
lack. What was that?
I just avoid saying the maps.
Falcon's job to look dumb today. Got it.
I'll just be about to say the map name and then I'm like, yeah, Sim, let's talk about something else.
Not a bad idea.
All right. Dream has had enough. In the bottom right-hand side of the map, he's sending out SCVs, or ASCV.
And in the top left, he's Zest, and he's pink. Hucky says, why is the planet round? If it wasn't, we could all be in the same time zone. It's a good point. Flat Earthers have an excellent argument for time zones.
Now, here's a question. If the Earth... That adds on top of that. If the Earth is round, doesn't that mean there should be, like, a country right underneath you that should be on the same time zone?
No, because that's not how the sun works. When you mean say underneath you, do you mean like the other side of the planet?
Yeah.
No, because the sun can't reach over there.
I'm just being
What's happening?
Zest is about to scout this proxy barracks because this isn't his first rodeo.
Are you serious? He
Dream just
scouted that
G-fist.
instantly.
Oh, like, so sad.
Well, all his plans are for nothing now.
He did fire up another barracks back at home, so it's like he knew this plan was gonna fail.
I mean, it wasn't hiding it that well.
No. That would have been an odd build then. I'm guessing it would have been like the Proxy Marauder or something.
Ooh, yeah, that could have been good. Concussive shell stuff.
Well, it would have been good.
Unfortunately, those dreams are dead.
Yep.
Chicken. LaughNgamez means hollow earth theory. You familiar with that one?
Sure.
LaughNgamez?
No.
It's basically the earth is hollow, and there are people that live in there.
What
good
kind
stuff.
of people?
Humans. I believe one of the official theories is during the flood that some people were led to live in the middle of the earth so that they wouldn't die from the flood. It's kind of a biblical thing.
Oh, okay. Water drips down, though.
I think there was a door.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know, man.
that explains it to me.
Yep. Hey, look, a proxy Stargate. He's like, you're not the only one who can proxy.
Yes, that's like, wait a second, I haven't built an oracle yet.
That's true. Not
Gotta
one
meet my monthly quota of using oracles, so Blizzard will needlessly tweak them again. And leave everyone wondering how the new oracle works.
That's half the fun, though, is not knowing how it works.
Alright, Adepts moving up the ramp. The Marines are like, hey! Get out of here, Protoss. So, the Oracle's on the way. The Widowmine's on the way. Let's see.
I mean, is there another standard opening? Oh. Depth's hustle, man.
Oh, Dream's gonna put the Widowmine there. Perfect. That's what you need to defend. Oh, Zest runs into this.
And he's hiding it behind the refinery. That's such a good place.
Classic. Oh,
Dodged.
Zest says, nope.
Dodged like a pro. He knows where that is. He knows where to avoid.
He's like, I'm just gonna be a pain and kill your SCVs building at your Stargate.
Maybe all of your Marines, too, because there aren't enough in this area.
You tried to split your Marines up. I can count. I can kill 3 Marines. How about that mule? Thank you very much, sir.
That mule represents a lot of lost income.
It does. Brutal. That's like 200 minerals gone right there.
Good job, Oracle. Way to not die.
Yeah. Now, imagine how different that would have been if it just flew into the Widowmine.
Zest third base coming up, also getting Blink.
Yeah, that's about a 4-minute third base.
Why wouldn't... So, host, you can't post links in chat. But what are you trying to... I mean, I assume you open it in Chrome and then select cast to the Chromecast?
There's usually just like a button or whatever.
Yeah, I'd assume you can do that. I don't think this site prevents that from happening. Some sites do.
Can sites actually do that?
Yeah, I think NFL does.
Oh. Well,
like big time sports leagues somehow. I mean, I assume they have some deal with Chrome where it's like, if you're on this site, don't allow Chromecasting, please, or we're going to sue you into oblivion.
Yeah, that's true. Sports and like TV networks and things can always be like a big pain like that.
Yep.
It's like, hey, you're in Canada? You want to watch this? Nope.
No. Sorry, Canada. All right, Zest moving in.
Blocks it. I'm betting that you can probably change it to like the other player, like the Flash or the HTML, and then it'll work. Who knows? It's a good question. Chromecasts are handy little things.
They are. I have a Roku, but same concept. All right, Zest is going for it, man. Ready to blink? I'm ready. There's the blink. Meanwhile, some attacking into the natural bases Dream at the same time.
One Adept being a big distraction. Stalkers are going to nickel and dime Dream here. Does he even have enough bulk to repel the Protoss? It looks like it.
Yeah, Zest has to get out of there. Got some good damage done, though. Didn't lose too many Stalkers, which is always nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Zest 6 gateways at 6.5 minutes, as is tradition. All right, sounds good, host. Thank you. Thank you for helping people find different ways to watch the stream. Appreciate it. Zest coming to the natural base where Dream doesn't actually have anything.
Except a Widow Mine that died instantly as Zest blinked backwards, Matrix style.
He blinked backwards and attack it at the same time.
I guess he fired and then blinked instantly. Zest's just that good.
That's ridiculous, Zest.
I just want to point out, you said Zest was building 8 gateways, but the thing is he already had 3. So he's actually going up to 11 gates.
Ah, no, he was building 6 when I saw in the production tab. Anyway.
Oh.
It's fine. He has a lot of gateways.
Okay, he's got 9.
Yeah. Here comes Dream.
Dream has kind of sectioned these Stalkers off a little bit. Okay, he does have 11 gates.
Yeah.
Build Zealots!
He will. Oh, no. There we go. That's what Blink is for, though.
I mean, Dream's got decent army supply. He's got +1. He's got a good amount of bio, a good amount of medivacs. There's no AoE for Zest. But the problem is, after a Warpin or two, it's just going to be like, surprise, wave of Protoss.
And they're going to have 1-1 real soon, in about 15 seconds, actually.
Yep. Those Zealots aren't going to die. Oracle still being a pain, gets 2 SCVs. Zest knows how good of a position he's in right now, but Dream is up on army supply.
Certainly
and Zest does a warp of 10
Zealots.
Oh, poor Dream.
That's so many Zealots. That's so annoying.
Oh, he gets the Oracle. That's
Oracle
nice.
Revenge.
I guess if your Dream just don't stop building Widow Mines. Like, I mean, never ever stop. And oh, he's going for a big drop, but then it's going to be scouted, and oh, he's going to be so sad.
Is that enough Stalkers to handle the
I don't think
drop,
it is.
Though?
Okay.
Ooh,
one medivac
gets
picked off.
Charge lots.
This bio is just trapped hardcore. Oh my gosh, this is not pretty.
But the Zealots can't get in there, really.
Everything's gonna die.
It's true, everything's gonna die.
And that's... Is that
Goodbye,
gonna be
all
it?
the medivacs.
Okay, this could be nice. Zest even recalls from his main to his natural. Is that BM? I'm thinking that's a little BM.
Shortest recall of all time.
Yes.
It might be. Army supply 56 to 36. Blinking forward. GG. Anytime a Protoss player blinks forward into an engagement, it means they're going to win it, and they know it.
Yeah, you're going to have yourself a bad time.
Yeah. Fantastic display there. All right, so Zest, kind of touch and go there in a couple moments during that series, but overall gets a pretty dominant 3-1 win over Dream, just confidently going to those 3 bases, throwing up a million gateways, getting upgrades, getting charge lots, and good map awareness, and that gets him the win.
Okay, yes. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning on in. We'll be back after just a minute with our next match. Let me just pull that up. It's going to be Hero taking on Bomber in a classic TvP. Another one, but it's going to be a good one.
So excited. Excited to see how much Bomber's improved over the last few weeks. Interested to see what kind of condition Hero's in. It's going to be good.
Yeah, we'll be back